When I moved to Nigeria 5 years ago, everyone told me,
You don't have future here. You don't have future. You can never make. You can never make it.
I swear, it seems like everyone was telling me horrible things that were going to happen to me. So people were saying I was going to get murdered, stabbed, robbed, kidnapped, or like variations. So, like, kidnapped and murdered, kidnapped and robbed. People were telling me all sorts of things. So when I arrived in Lagos, Nigeria, and seemed happy, I was in Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, Owerri, Abia. I went pretty much my little tours, and I was traveling by myself. When I seemed so happy, people then took bets on how long it's my happiness was going to last in Nigeria, how long I was going to last in Nigeria. And then now it's this morning, this rainy season morning, cool weather. I woke up and just randomly thought about that and said, wait, I'm still here. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
I posted a video on my page where I talked about moving back from the UK to Nigeria. And I got different kinds of comments. Some were nice, some were encouraging, but there were some other kinds of annoying comments, right? When it comes to the issue of should I japa, should I stay in Nigeria, or I'm already there, should I come back, or should I just stay there? You need to ask yourself, what does success mean to me? Success is a personal thing. For some people, success is being able to buy a house, buy a car, being able to eat, being able to go to nice places or living in a nice country. They are fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some other people tie success to purpose. When they feel like they should be doing a particular thing with their life and they are not doing that thing, it doesn't matter how many cars they have, it doesn't matter how much they have in their bank account, they do not feel successful because something within them just knows that this is not the life you're meant to be living. You're meant to be doing, something else, or you're meant to be doing much more than what you're currently doing. If that kind of person wakes up one morning and decides to move back to Nigeria, they are not moving back to Nigeria because they think Nigeria is now good or all the problems in Nigeria have gone away. That's not true. There's a bigger thing that's pushing them to make that move. So when people say, "Oh, you're gonna regret it," and I'm like, you don't even know someone's circumstances, right? So, for instance, someone that was struggling to eat in Nigeria, right? You never see food chop. You can't manage go UK. You now can't tell him say, "Oh, UK is stressful. UK is not good." He will look at you like, "Are you crazy?" He's now able to eat. He's able to take care of his siblings. He's able to do the basic things that he couldn't do before. For him, that's a level up. That's his success, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But for some other people, they are looking at different things in life or they're aiming at different things in life. And no matter how much, food they're eating or how beautiful where they are is, they will not feel like they're successful. So they want to make that kind of move to come back. People should understand that when you see videos like that, it's not for you to now take it as an advice. That video wasn't an advice to anyone to come back or whatever. It was just me sharing my own experience. Let's normalize watching videos and just, saying, "Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that," and just moving on, right? It's not for you to now take it as somebody's advising you. Some people say you are discouraging them. I'm discouraging you by sharing my own truth. I'm not advising you. I'm just telling you this is my experience and this is what I've decided to do, right? So you take it as you want. Some people said, "Oh, some of them were deported, some of them their visa, blah blah blah." Like you are confidently saying what you don't know. When it comes to this whole UK thing, there's levels to it. So you need to ask yourself, what is my aim in life? What is success to me? That is what will make you know, okay, maybe I should not be in Nigeria, maybe I should be abroad, maybe. So to each his own. But I think that it is very unfair to just be attacking people when you don't even know.
So 2 years ago it was Don Japa, and this year it is Japada or whatever that is called, people that are relocating out of the UK back to Nigeria. One thing people are not understanding is that a lot of people who are Japadaing already have indefinite leave to remain, and a lot of them already has British citizenship. That's the first category of the people that are Japadaing, whatever it's called. Then another set of people that are Japadaing are people who couldn't pass their exams, people who couldn't, if you don't pass your exam, you're not able to get COS, and you're also not able to get post-study. That's if you came through the school route. So the third people who are Japadaing are people who just couldn't cope. They couldn't cope with the change. They couldn't cope with the responsibilities that comes with the Western world. So they just pack up and leave. I've had a lot of people, women whose husbands are just packed up to leave. One of them specifically told me that he was under so much pressure of behaving properly, like behaving normally, that he said he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. That he every day he tells her, "Oh, you're going to call police for me. Oh, so if I hit you now, oh, those things." And it drove him crazy that there was an expectation for him to have a proper behavior that he packed up and left. Then I also know a lot of people who couldn't cope with working two jobs. That's because of the age factor and health factor, which is quite understandable. So this is for people that are still here and trying to make ends meet. Oh, I've just realized that one of my earrings is gone. I had this earring for too long. Okay, let me not digress. It's hard, but it's worth it. I know this. I don't know how to explain it, but I know this. UK gave me wings to fly. There was no way I could have gotten that wing if I was in Nigeria. It's not possible. So if you're still on the journey, keep on going. Keep on going. You'll be fine. Keep on going. It's hard, I know, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Trust me, it's worth it.
Most of you don't tell the whole picture. That's the problem. Tell them you couldn't renew your papers too. Okay, go off. Half of my family is actually British, but go off. Tell me more about papers. And what is the thing with these papers? Like, why have we so much idolized this paper, this passport, right? What does it actually change for you? I want to understand. Maybe I'm the one that is not seeing it. Someone help me. It's not the same work that you have been working that you will continue to work. Okay, highest, you will change your field. It's not the same tax that you've been paying, you will continue to pay. It's not the same systemic issues that you were facing that you will still continue to face. The same mortgage that you were paying on your visa, you will continue to pay. Do they give you money with the passport or with the indefinite leave to remain? And even indefinite leave to remain, it's not even the goal because you are still under a lot of visa restrictions. How many days you can be out of the UK, blah blah blah, all of those things. So I need an explanation. Well, what is this paper? We're indefinitely giving you visa so that you can indefinitely continue to work and indefinitely continue to pay tax. I'm sorry, I don't even have a problem with taxation, honestly. I feel like the taxes is what even makes the country so good. I don't even have a problem with the taxes, but I'm just saying, I really want to understand what changes. Okay, you can travel around the world. There are people who travel around the world with their Nigerian passports. So when you think about anything in life, you have to ask yourself, if I tell you now, you want a house, okay, give me your hand, let me cut your hand off, I will give you house. No be house you want. What you want is hand do? Will you accept? Or I will cut off your leg. What do you need leg? Maybe you want to go and hustle. No need to hustle. I will give you a 5 bedroom duplex in Ikoyi or wherever. But I will cut your leg. Will you accept? Sometimes you don't just look at what you're getting, you look at the price that you're paying. Have you ever thought about it that some people don't want to spend 5 to 10 years of their life chasing paper? They actually have something to do with their life. They actually have purpose to fulfill. They actually have other things that they want to do. Why do you think that everybody thinks like you? Paper, paper, paper. What does it? I genuinely want to know. And I think I'm going to make another video just asking people, just tell me, how did this paper change your life? I really want to know. And I think it will be good for people to actually see, testimonies actual, if they're actually testimonies, it will be nice for them to see. But me, I'm like, I don't just look at what you're giving me, I look at the price that I'm paying for it. In the next 10 years, I know how old I will be. So I don't know why it is so hard to fathom that people can actually sit down and say, "Oh, more, I don't want to do this." So all of you just feel like we couldn't renew our papers. We couldn't renew our papers. Ha!
I recently moved to Lagos, Nigeria from the UK, and I've been house hunting for a while now. So I thought I finally found a house, but once again, unfortunately, it did not work out. So I saw this place in Onero. To be honest, I didn't love it when I first saw it, but I kind of felt like it had potential. It was a good size, it had really good lighting, and I thought with a bit of work, it could be really nice. So the place was actually a bit cheaper than some of the other apartments I'd seen. So because of that, I felt like I didn't mind doing a bit of work to it. I was thinking I would change the kitchen cabinets because they're a bit old, maybe repaint the walls, put a shower screen in the bathroom, things like that. And it'd be good. And this was my favorite part. It had a pool. I loved that. So I decided to take it. I arranged a meeting with the property manager for the next day or maybe 2 days later. So this was us going back. So we get there and the property manager is nowhere to be found and he is not answering his phone. So we finally got through to him and he told us that he's not coming. No explanation, no apology, no nothing. We later found out from the security guard that someone else had already made payment for the apartment. So the property manager would have known that already. And instead of cancelling the meeting and telling us it was not available, he just decided not to show up. Honestly, I was just so upset. The security guard told us that they had a 2-bedroom that was available in the same building. I looked at it, but I literally just looked at it just to feel like I didn't completely waste my time going there. But yeah, it was a no for me. I didn't like it at all. It was not in a good state. The first one that I wanted, it did need a bit of work, but this one, it just needed too much.
Self-deport with me after living in the United States for 7 years. I came to the United States as an international student, and despite my best efforts to legally immigrate here, the pathways available have been so narrow that I have decided to return to my home country, Nigeria, which sucks, by the way. Today, I'm gathering up books to donate to the library because I cannot bring them with me due to the luggage limit. One thing I've learned since living in the United States is the secret of life, which I will share with you at the end of this video. There were so many challenges I faced while in the United States, and I'm expecting a whole new set of challenges when I'm back home in Nigeria. I expect that my quality of life will certainly decrease when I'm outside the United States, but moving back home will solve one problem I had here, which is working. At least in Nigeria, I'll probably be unemployed. Of course, being unemployed also means being broke, so new problem. Packing has been so surreal. I'm going to miss my apartment so much, but I'm glad I got a taste of independence in my early 20s. I came to the US when I was 16, all by myself, and I had to figure a lot of things out alone. I had a lot of firsts here, my first car, first speeding ticket, etc. I was not able to see my family for the 7 years I lived here due to immigration laws, which is sad because I would have loved to share a lot of things with them. My apartment has been quite messy as I've been packing, but I'm also really cherishing the last couple days I have with it. I'm expecting the worst in Nigeria. I'm not going to have access to electricity, healthcare, and the internet the way I got used to in the United States. But hopefully seeing my family will console me while I bask in the misery. You can follow me here on TikTok and on YouTube to see the rest of my journey, and also buy me a coffee to soften my landing from first world to third. Last grocery store trip before I self-deport. A lot of people think I was overly negative in my last video about leaving America for Nigeria, so let's talk objectively about what I'll miss. In America, I was able to afford a car for my job, and with a car you can drive wherever you want safely because there are good roads and you don't have to worry about kidnappers and terrorists. Look at the ambulance up ahead. When I talked about healthcare, someone tried to argue with me. Emergency services in Nigeria are nowhere close to the United States, where first responders will come to the rescue within minutes of accident and injury. I'm going to a clean, organized grocery store for my produce, while in Nigeria, the average town, I would be going to an open-air market. Stop referring me to Lagos and Abuja because that just proves the point. The infrastructure available to the average American far surpasses that of the average Nigerian living in Nigeria, and they would have to go to one of the mega cities to come anywhere close to it. I usually eat this corn raw until someone told me you're supposed to cook it, and that's funny because I could not eat raw corn from my father's maize farm in Nigeria. What are they putting in the corn? I love bread, and I think I'll love bread everywhere. The grocery store was decorated for 4th of July, and just look, everything is just straightforward and organized. Everyone is quietly standing in a line. I could pay with Apple Pay. There was a time living in Nigeria I was worried about cash. Like, you could have money in the bank and still get frustrated in one way or the other because there's some new hurdle obstructing business. Not here in America. Anyway, here's the grocery haul. I've got my bread, of course, and I got this caramel popcorn that's kind of specific to New England, but I think I should be able to find similar stuff in Nigeria. I don't even know what this is. This was my first time getting it, and it did not taste good, so don't get it. Overabundance can actually be a bit of a problem in America because there's so many different choices, you can make the wrong decision. And then I got sushi and a poke bowl. I really love sushi, which is funny because when I first came from Nigeria, I hated it. And then I got some bananas. I don't like bananas, but they're healthy, so I just eat them. There's the raw corn that you're not supposed to eat. You're supposed to cook. I haven't stopped though. Like, it's never made me sick, and I think it's so crunchy and delicious. So, you know what? I stand by it. Eat raw corn if it's delicious. And these are mandarins. I'm not going to find this exact kind in Nigeria, but there's tangerines and there's oranges. I'm so excited to eat akara. I haven't had akara for a really long time. Every time I make it, it's just not quite the same. And I miss mangoes. Oh my god, American mangoes are so shitty. I've had 3 mangoes all 7 years I've been here, and every single one of them has been bad. About the roads, Nigeria is better than America concerning public transportation, logistically speaking. In no other regard, just logistically speaking. You can hail a cab anytime, or a bus. Wait, those aren't public transportation. Yeah, never mind then. Never mind. So, yeah. Despite all this, I am still looking forward to going home. It's just obvious to me that there are problems with Nigerian society that people should talk about rather than pretend there's nothing to the notion of a reduction in quality of life when you move from the United States to Nigeria. This isn't about my quote-unquote mindset. This is about reality. I think my diet will be healthier in Nigeria because I'll probably cook more. I don't like to cook, so all those men coming to ask to marry me and take me to their country, yeah, you better hire a chef. Anyways, that's all for now. Ask me any questions, and let me know if I should become a mukbang channel. Bye.
I love the sense of community here in Nigeria. Every single morning before I come to this gym, I must greet at least 10 people, from the housekeeping, then the groundskeeping, and then there's the gate man, first gate man, then you greet the second gate man, and then you greet the POS guy, then you greet the puff woman. Eka Roma, Eka Rosa, yes, boss, chairman, Oga, thank you, good morning. I love it. I love it. In London, you're lucky if you make eye contact with your neighbor. You're honestly, if you speak to someone outside of your colleagues on a day, like on a work day, then that's a busy day. So here I've really had to learn to greet if you're moving here especially from that London, learn to greet people.
Why do you think now so many in the diaspora who've left are interested in moving back?
I would have to say social media helps. You're able to see it now, and it just feels like, why can't I do it?
I'd heard of Japa, but then this new twist on it, the Japada.
Mm-hmm.
And in Yoruba, Bada means to go back.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting play on the language, but also speaks to kind of what some of us in the diaspora who have left are actually feeling. So what advice do you have for entrepreneurs looking to do business in Nigeria or Africa in general?
Do your research. But also, I say do it. If you have a need and you feel like deep within you, like this is what it is and this is what I need to go do it. Like, why not? Especially for, you guys are young. Like, if you waste a couple years, so what? Go back to what you were doing before.
Guys, trying to find a flat in Lagos, Nigeria is in fact an extreme sport. I've been looking for 2 months now, and I have realtors telling me that my budget of 20 million naira is too small to find a flat in VI. I beg your pardon. Gosh, y'all thought New York was bad? Y'all thought London was bad? Try Lagos. There's zero supply, but fingers crossed, I've got something coming soon. Follow along, stay tuned, and I'll keep you posted on my adventures in Lagos, Nigeria.
Let's face it, life as an immigrant can be tough. You leave your home, your country, chasing dreams of greener pastures, only to find yourself faced with challenges that you never even knew existed. And then it hits you. Problems don't disappear, they just evolve. Or as that popular Nigerian saying goes, problem no they finish. Hi, my name is Wande. In 2021, I moved to the UK with dreams of relocating. It is now 2025 and I'm back in Nigeria with absolutely no intention of ever living anywhere else again aside my home country. I have a series on my channel called Inside the Abroad Life where I share my journey as a Nigerian immigrant navigating the UK, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Join me as I dive into real stories of resilience, culture shock, and the realities of adapting to life in a foreign land. The link is in my bio, guys. Make sure that you subscribe. Bye.
I left my good paying job in Nigeria to migrate to the UK on a study visa. I was earning 500k monthly, had my own place, no stress, no debt. I wasn't rich, but I was comfortable. I could afford little luxuries, take care of my family and still save something. I mean, life was stable. I came here thinking things will fall into place quickly. The way people post on Instagram that they have gotten new job in 2 weeks, like they are living soft life and so many things. That's what I thought. But since I landed, it's been one referral after another. But guess what, guys? All of them has been care jobs. That's the only thing people send me. Care work, support worker, domiciliary care. Every single link is about personal care, and honestly, I can't do it. It's not even about pride. Like, I just know I'll break down mentally and emotionally. I wasn't built for that kind of work. I didn't come here to lose myself, honestly. I've applied for over 100 jobs in other sectors, which include admin, customer service, retail, and several jobs. Like, anything I can do that doesn't involve care. Still nothing. Some don't respond. Others says I don't have UK experiences. Like, I'm really drained. My savings are almost gone. I say everything is fine, but it's not. I cry silently like almost every night. Now, I'm seriously thinking of going back home. I know people will talk about it. I just want to go back home to Nigeria. But at a point, I'm kind of scared. I don't know if it is the right decision. Here is it, Cassius. Could you help me post this on your page so I can get 1 or 2 advice from your audience?
Firstly, I want to say here that it cannot be overemphasized that immigration is not for the faint-hearted. Moving to a new country, settling in and finding your balance is not for the faint-hearted. I have gone through my own fair share of immigration struggles. Twice, settling into the US and then staying there for 5 years and then coming to Canada, settling into another new country and then finding my balance. I have shared some of those struggles with you. Anyway, to the story, you can see that this lady, I feel her pain. I feel what she's going through, but I want to say something that is common amongst us, especially folks in the UK. When people say that care jobs are not cut out for them, you should respect it. Not everybody is cut out to do care jobs. She said in her story that she has tried to apply for other jobs, retail jobs, other jobs. So you should respect that care job. So some people will say, oh, she's lazy. Why can't she do care job? No. Caring for somebody requires skills and empathy and some other things that not everybody is cut out for. We should understand that. And it's okay. Not everybody is going to care for other people and do it well. Some people, it will affect their mental state. Some people, they would not be able to give of themselves like that. And it's okay. People have different gifts. Anyway, she has said that she's not cut out for that, and she has applied to tons of jobs. Firstly, the job market everywhere, globally, Canada, US, the UK. Globally, the job market is brutal right now. It's been for the past 1 or 2 years. And so she's saying that she's applying to a lot of jobs. I'm not, even in Canada, people are applying to a lot of jobs and they're not finding it. Anyway, I would say that if at the end of the day she doesn't find a job, instead of her to go out of status in the UK, she should go back to Nigeria and then re-strategize and see what she can do or where else she can go. She could also try Canada if she wants to. But again, I would not advise anyone to stay in a country undocumented, because life will even be worse living in a country, because you would just be hiding from pillar to post. You won't be able to do the proper job, and I don't think that's the best. Anyway, I will stop there. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts. This whole thing about Japada, a lot of people are leaving, but again, is Nigeria the best place to be? I don't know.
I run a business in Nigeria that currently brings around 200,000 naira every day. That's around 1 million a week. It's been steady and promising, and I know there's so much room to upscale. But the kind of growth I envision requires my physical presence. The challenge is I have been living in the UK for the past 2 years with my wife, and I work full time here. While the job pays the bills and keeps us stable, managing the business from distance has become increasingly demanding. I spend most of my free time on calls, sorting out issues, giving directives, you understand, and trying to stay ahead of everything. It's exhausting, honestly, trying to balance both worlds. And I know something will eventually give if I don't make a decision soon. I have thought about going back home temporarily to restructure and scale the business, but that will mean putting things on hold here. I've also considered hiring a stronger manager or finding a reliable partner on the ground, but trust and commitment are major concerns. Right now, I feel stuck between the comfort and structure of life here and the raw potential of what I have built back home. So Cash Rocks, I'm looking for practical advice or fresh ideas from anyone who has been in a similar position. How do you manage a growing business abroad while trying to build a stable life in a new country? Please let me know. Alright guys, he has asked to remain anonymous and he will be reading through the comment section. Please leave your comment down below, and also remember to send me a DM if you have a story or if you need an advice from my audience. Send me a DM or go to my bio and send me an email. Thank you.
Say sometimes we always advise people, ask questions carefully. Ask questions carefully before you take any step where you want to take, any move where you want to make. You need to do consultation. Ask questions. Person don't graduate from university for here, for UK. Now, in being need to go back Nigeria because no money to even pay for post-study self. As God will have it, dumb COS come out for the person. Dumb COS come out for the person. We are in the find work within those few months. In collects the dumb COS. Because he was desperate to stay back and all that. The guy don't do the job, like 2 months. My man started to complain. Oh. He started to complain. Say he don't tire for this kind of work. He don't tire. Say I ain't go to work out from pillar to post for 8 hours in a day. He go work, then go pay him for only 3 hours. Say he go work for 10 hours in a day, then go pay him for only 6 hours. Say the likelihood of even paying him for those 10 hours no, they guaranteed and all that. After all the stress of walking around, moving from one point to another, say the thing is stressful. Say he don't tire. Say he won't do this. People advise this guy, say, look, guy man, as you don't there on this pathway now, why you not just find a care home, go do support work? Since now the pathway you don't on, get a COS there, or you search for maybe any of the NHS openings with there. Since you don't gather small experience on this kind, say not tired, say no fit they do this kind of work, say not tired, I beg. Say no be this kind of thing when plan for himself. Say a whole person, like a whole project manager, like I'm going to do this kind of work. My God, UK. A whole project manager, like I'm going to do this kind of work. Say, in fact, say you need to define opportunities everywhere. The guys then tell us, okay, no problem. Do what you wish. These guys started to comb internet to they make calls for Nigeria, they call guys there. And so, say so many guys, Uru men plenty for that side. Ain't go fall into the wrong hands. Then promise them say work day for one oil and gas company for Nigeria. These guys prepare employment letter, they arrange interview, everything for them online. Prepare employment letter. They even went as far as bringing another national on that Zoom call for employment for their interview purposes. You understand? I don't know where the person where they go carry from. I don't know how they use convince them. Whether all of them are syndicates. They run this matter finish. Email these guys, say congratulations, you don't get work for one of the oil and gas companies. Say making resume, when you go like resume and all that. But this guy was over the roof. He just they write this thing to his employer, saying no they do again for here for UK, saying no they work again. He started to tell all him men them saying don't get a very promising job with good package. Maybe saying go come they visit them for here, they come out, say within one come here, come they stay, they work for. And mind you, he pay those guys money, oh. He convert pounds, transfer money to those guys for Nigeria for this job. Where this alleged job, supposed job we get for Nigeria. So you know, the guys were expecting him and everything, according to him. He don't resign this in work. They tell him friends, I say, make them no worry. Say very soon then they will come back Nigeria, do the same thing when they say they are suffering here, they are suffering, just working to pay bills and all that. The friends they look at them, they say no problem. Say your shoe don't shine now, God don't butter your bread. No problem. If you go now, anyhow it be. The only for this guy to arrive Nigeria, in carry himself, go the company. Where the supposed company, I know go mention the company name, but in carry himself go there. Because then tell him say the company go send and go training. Once he report to base, then they go send and go one European country for training. This guy pack on and load and everything. Reach there with in passport and everything. Say he don't arrive for the processing and all that and onboarding. So that from there, then he carry them go training, go the country. The security men for the gate for the company they look and they ask and say, we no understand which training way they talk about, which employment. Say for the past how many years this company never recruit new people. Say which people were employer. Make them see the letter. Now I bring out the printout when get show them. And then laugh. They come point out and show them about 25 other people we carry their luggage and suitcase and everything they wait for the same issue. We hold the same letter. Say who be these people where we don't scam them like this? Omo, you just like say make ground open, make the guy enter. This guy was shocked. He couldn't believe his eyes. He couldn't believe his eyes. He couldn't believe what he saw. People who don't already book flight ticket and everything. The funny thing be say, this company never employ people for a very long time. And the people where they do this kind of scam, now syndicates, they prey on the desperation of people. Do you understand the desperation of people to get that easy life? Maybe working in an oil and gas company, get that easy life. They prey on that desperation of people to swindle them. Now that guy is on his own. Because he didn't leave job here where we say they pay him well, in they pay him bills, you know, at least anyhow he was getting by, hoping that something better will come up. Because of saying few say the lifestyle when they live here, you know, they get freedom to do the things when you want to misbehave, and maybe the kind of cash we need to they use they go club, go ball and all those kind of rubbish. Now, in decide to go back to Nigeria to meet the rudest shock of his life. Unfortunately now, the guy they call him men now to help him with money. The men with the UK here. When they call them, they beg. So I beg, even if not 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40, 50, I beg, send me. No way to come back now. Waiting, how you want use come back here? How you want use come back? Some people they impatient. Maybe people pray to God for the spirit of patience and focus. You want the easy life, but you don't want to work hard for it. There are so many jobs here that can still give him that promising life. Go for training, short courses. You will get that promising life where you want. But no, because of the easy life, you don't want stress. You want go work for it. Now, then scam him now, then collect him money. No be small money, now millions then collect from him. When you change pounds, the savings when you don't manage gather here, and change and send to them, thinking say you don't get a first class ticket to heaven or a life of a stress-free life. A life of milk and honey. So the guy is penniless now in Nigeria. So when things like this are too good to be true, you need to watch it carefully, you know. You need to use your tongue to count your teeth. Make you no go make mistake. Go fall into the wrong. This story now, a funny one. From Japa to Japada. From Japa to Japada. So just a quick story, eh? I met someone yesterday. This guy was a tutor in Nigeria and a lecturer back there, you know. He come UK, he don't see as the place be, relocated with his family, wife and 2 children. They don't come here see as the place be. So him pick up normal warehouse work they do. The wife, they do care work. But actually, he come study when he finish. So he just pick up that one, started to do, you know, for the time being, based on post-study. Now, as then the hustle they go, time don't they go by, in visa don't they elapse already, you know. According to waiting in time, you the visa don't they elapse. So he may look himself, talk say, made them try see how they fit get COS. That was the initial plan. The wife try, all to no avail. She no fit get her. So at some point, the guy don't they see say all hope don't the day lost. Him and the wife come together, decide say okay, as it don't be like this now, you know as it be, you know resign your work. Me I no resign my work back from Nigeria. We just move. So the opportunity is still there. We don't keep in touch with the people who there for Nigeria. Then talk say the job still there. As it be now, we are not staying here anymore. Say moreover, our children know they get the kind of education we want them to get. You understand? The children know they study to get the comprehension what they need. Those basic comprehension, like the way Nigeria they grill children for school. Say so it don't make a decision to go back. Within 5 months, the guy open a phone show me. The kind of house where they don't erect within 5 months, him and his wife. The kind of house where they don't erect. Myself, I just a week as I see the house. I say, you mean you achieved this within 5 months? The guy said yes. Say he achieved this thing within 5 months. 5 months. Say he remain 3 months now. For them to gather money we want, use go, you know, arrange for furnishing. You understand? Furnishing of the house. That one, he go set them aside. But as we dey talk, he don't send money go Yankee, made them sending cars for her. 2 cars, powerful cars for him and his wife. He don't already even buy hectares of land for farming. The guy give me he just lay down his strategy and plan already. Then he go still fall back to him work what him they do with the wife. Omo, I look this guy like this. In time he say he go send him children go good schools for Nigeria. Say at least UK don't help her achieve these things. Maybe say it was in Nigeria they doing normal work, maybe in the end 400 or 500,000 a month, in wife they earn 300,000 or 350. They no for fit achieve all these things where they don't achieve. Because na hectares of land in buy for farming. He don't build as in standard edifice for himself. Still buy extra land them join for investment just to resell later. You know? So what I dey try talk be say most of these things are achievable. I now asked him what are the strategies you use to save money, because saving money in this country is not easy per se. He tell me so, boy, as I see am like this, him and madam, they no dey even buy anything or say then they go even go Primark self to even buy the least cloth of £5, £10. They need to spend that kind of money. So they need to go Primark. Say a charity store, then they go buy their wares from. I say, what? He say, yes. Say, because they know say they get plan of Japada. They get plan of Japada. So they need even reason to spend money extravagantly. I say, oh boy. He say, oh, but now so now the only way waiting for don't feel achieve all these things we in don't achieve now. I said, my God. He say yes, say because at his age, where the guy don't they close to a mid, you know, age. He thought, oh boy, at this age, now I no need to come here, can't stress himself too much. Say, making use the opportunity, achieve this thing now. So, waiting at the try talk be say, if that guy if he achieve that, all those things we achieve within 5 to 6 months. Within 5 to 6 months, he achieve all those things. Then why people where they here go to talk say this country, nothing they here. UK had nothing there. This country, nothing there. See, you no go fit rob Peter, they pay Paul. Then you expect say things go soft the way. You can't be here living an extravagant life. Then you expect say if you gather money now to go do big projects for Nigeria. You no go work now. You no work. The guy know him plan already. I respect them. I respect people who know with their game. They're on top of their game. They know what they want to do with their lives. They don't just come here to come they play. If now UK, you say you want build your home, you want build your life, you want buy house, then you can, it's achievable, you can save money. He gave me a strategy. Him in the using money, anything about his own money, now for their project for Nigeria. But the wife own money, then they use her, they sort out bills and every other thing just to keep the boat afloat. Then they deviate from their plan at all. Now look at what they have achieved within 6 months. No be just only that house. He was even able to build a house for a family member self before he started his own project. He told me the processes and everything. Show me how much in the end. But some people for this country, they live here for years. Where they even earn pass that money. High life no gonna allow them. High life no gonna allow them. Some of them, home and abroad self, nothing come out. I they tell you now to just wear fine clothes, not picture. It's not bad. Everybody has their priorities. But all I'm saying is that look at it. The results are showing. It's all about planning, all about discipline. It's all about making up your mind on what you want. It's either you're making plans to say, okay, at the Japada after XYZ time, make I gather my money now, they invest for Nigeria. Because the farming business this guy tell me about, when he tell me in vision, the machine then when him on the plan to buy, as in they go back like this to start in business of export and all that. Omo, he show me the property, show me everything. How then don't triangulate the land, you know, and all that. I say, oh boy, you have a vision. He say, yes. Say, na Japada get on like this. I say, you know, go collect island. He say, everything concern now with us. Say, no care. Say, with money, if you fly, go anywhere where you want to go. Say, if you home money, if you travel to anywhere, send him, picking, come back here or anywhere of your choice where you want to go. So at least, now just because of, say, when people dey Nigeria say, they no get money, now it make you see, say, then the reason say the country no good and all that. Say, right now, he don't come here, he don't work, he don't gather small money, of which the job when they do, no be the kind of job we plan to do, because in getting certificates, you know, and all that to the highest level. So he need to go back, go pick up in career, you know, pursuing dream, then start up in business, you know, so that at old age, he go get a company we go to produce things for her. You understand? The palm oil industry, according to him, is a very lucrative business. It's a big industry and all that. So when he shared his vision, I cut cap for the guy. Not be everybody will want to do this abroad till they're old, eh? Not be everybody. Some people plan to Japada after a while, go start up their own thing, still they make that same money, you know, with people.
People that come online and come and advise people to go back to Nigeria, Japada, what do they call it? What do they call it? Like, oh, there's nothing abroad. Go back to Nigeria. Nigeria is the best. Kiniko. No problem. No problem. But why you be say now after you don't get your citizenship for that abroad, you can't go back? Why you don't go back when you were still like a student or a worker? Why you do go back after getting your PR? Why you do go back after getting your citizenship? Why you do born your children here?